Hi, in this video we are going to discuss on frozen parathas, which is a great product to export. Let's understand what's the benefit, what's the price, and what are the other structures that we need to know. So if you are planning to export parathas, which is a very great product, because if you see 19% CAGR is growth from last year to this year, so it's a great demand. And if I have to have parathas, what is the option I have? Either I have to go to the hotel, or either I need to find some friend who knows how to cook it. So in US markets and all of it, this is not practically possible because one is they are high, inflations are up because of Trump, and then rest of the things comes into picture. So, and moreover, taste and recipe, handmade process and all of it, you may not able to cater the whole market. So frozen is the new thing. It's not a new thing. What I say is like it's a best thing what is available in the market. Frozen parathas, even in India, you get at least like 7 8 two good brands who can provide you the good lacha parathas and various types of parathas which you can really taste good. So minus 80 degree temperature, what do you keep it in the freezer? The below one is 0 to 5 degree temperature, that is chilled, and which is outside, which is that ambient. So this one is the frozen parathas, and this has a great demand in the market now. So what I would suggest is, there are mainly three SKUs. One is Malabar parathas, which is mainly popular in southern diaspora, and wheat paratha, lacha paratha, US, Canada, wherever you see Punjabis, you see Gujaratis or Maharashtrians and sort of that diaspora, and mixed parathas are something that everywhere. So these are the three main, and mainly you need to check for the HS code, which is if you're doing the analysis part. So whenever you're going to check in trade map, or you are checking in any kind of a trade data or something, then please use this HS code. That would be help. But when you are using trade map, then it's only for 6 digit. Do not consider for 8 digit, because internationally it's only 6 digit. 8 digit is specifically for the last 2 digit is the Indian specific codes. So do not consider that when you are doing a international analysis in especially trade map. That is IDC trade map, what I call it. Okay, and rest, if you buy any Wolza dollar business or something other tool access, you can just search it by name, because many people use different HS code, and something is specified, some are not, and then some categorization issues will be always there. So it would be better if you consider by name when you're using like what shipping data is what we call them basically. So then that's a shipment data, so you can check on that. So one is, if you are looking for high volumes, then obviously US is a market, but again Trump is there, so 50% tariff at the moment. It can go anytime up and down depending on the good sleep what he gets. Okay, the second is please target towards the GCC market. Again, here in this product you don't give credit when it comes to US UAE, right? So many people like Dubai credit, that and this. No, they're here, especially for this product, you don't give credit. It's all prepaid, so it works well. So the next thing is, like, if you want margins, then Europe is the best market to work with. And one is again meat compliances, vegetarian. You can easily take the business up. Okay, so that's the high demand, which comes from what zone? Again, Malabar is again from southern, so the wheat is from west, and northern, which is like aloo parathas and other tandoori parathas. The authentic, what we have it as a Punjabi dish, what we call, right? So that is something that you can get it from there. So packaging, please focus on what you call microns, more than 100 to 120. So that would be better. If you go for a cheaper option, then obviously it will not protect your product, and it will be of no use. So it should withstand somewhere between minus 20 degrees Celsius to all the way till 40. Depends again what product, what freezing temperature you want to blast in and all of it. So that's completely. And then when it comes to testing, please make sure any small adulterative content is present in the product, the whole consignment will be cancelled. You need to be very clear, very cautious about what product you are dealing in, and what is the material that you are using, what are the ingredients are using, and how do you get to know that whether it is good or bad, whether it's in a permissible limit or not. You need to check each and every parameters. That's when you're exporting to US, there is a separate rule. If it's in UK, it's a separate rule. If it's in UAE, then it's a separate rule. So you need to calculate each and every aspect of it, and then plan it accordingly and push your products out in the market. So something goes wrong here, then you're dead with your whole container on yourself. So mainly when it comes to shipping samples, because this is not going to be like your typical normal shipping. So this is going to be obviously expensive, and this is damn expensive, I have to say. If you are sending it out of 5 kg box, which is approximate 25 to 30,000 from FedEx or DHL, but you can check, still evaluate it. But here we use dry ice to keep the temperature controlled, but many times there are containers which are attached to the power and they are act as freezers. So even that comes with the capacity and all of it. Again, you need to check what container availability you have it in air. But what normally I would advise is these are the reefer containers which has been used at any temperature minus 18 degree to, from 0 to 5 degree it starts all the way till you can set it till minus 18 to 24 degrees. So be careful on the products what you get. So if you have any mistakes anytime you misjudge the temperature, or when you are shipping it, if you are not sure about the temperatures and other controls, then don't mess it around. And if you're using dry ice, the temperature is not controlled, because it's again, as long as the dry ice can take it, it will be keeping the temperature controlled. If something goes off, then it's completely off on it. Okay, so it's expensive. If your supplier or a buyer who is going to send you the samples, if they can control the quality of it, the temperature, and if they are paying you the shipping charge, because this is expensive, you can't send it for free. Whichever the inquiry comes in, I'll just send out those free samples and let them taste it and tell me. So that is not something you can do. What you can do is you can even organize the tasting sessions in some part of it, but you cannot do it in like one pieces to every inquiry is what you get, because that's going to be expensive. So with dry ice, it's going to be a big disaster. So don't even try it. So in FSSAI, if I have to say what are the licenses, compliances, what you need, the basic documentation, GST, IEC, that's mandatory. Apart from that, you need APEDA, RCMC, then you need FSSAI central license, and then you need to get your inspection done, which is export inspection councils. And it's not even SGS is registered, TUV is registered, and depends again what market you're working in. They also have a specification saying that these are all the laboratories which have been approved. You can get it tested there. Please verify it before you go with EIC, because the problem is many times many markets they have not listed or approved that particular lab. In that case, you will be having a problem. What I would suggest, SGS is far better than, if not TUV, whatever you prefer. Okay. So compliances, again, different countries, different compliances. If it's US, which is FDA, FSMA, and basic requirements like COA and PCQI, and there is another few more food and health safety inspection departments where you need to get yourself registered before you send any product to that country. And please make sure this is an expensive shot. This is for manufacturers, not the traders. If the trader wants to attach with the manufacturer, then obviously you can promote the manufacturer's product, and whatever the orders you get, you can work it around. When it comes to UK or European Union, you have different certifications that you can plan accordingly, and see what is needed and what is not needed, because these certifications change every often. And even you need to keep an eye on free trade agreements. If that is being signed, you have an advantage right there. So that is also something that you can work it around. So the container pricing, if you say the procurement, the production cost, because this is not going to be anything less than minimum of 20 to 30 lakh. So because this is the expensive shot, so I want you to keep in mind, this is not for first timers who doesn't have capital, or I'm just evaluating whether this works or not. So no, do not do that, because this is expensive. And if you see 70 rupees per kg, again, assumptions depends on whom you're buying from, what are you buying, at what is the prices are, and even it changes by season to season based on the stuff. And very manufacturing units gives us the different pricing based on what is the product procurement volume. So the more I procure, the lesser I get. So prices may differ. So do not consider these prices as your standard prices. Prices will change, depends on destinations, volume, and everything. So consider procurement is around 15 lakhs 40,000, logistics is around 80,000, then ocean and freight is 3 lakh 50,000. If I have to ship it a long way, then insurance is around 25,000, and then the total CIF price is coming up to 20 lakhs. And the volume what I can load is 22,000 kgs because of the packaging sizes. If you look on a container, they will be written that okay, they can load it till 28 metric tons, but because of volume, you cannot load it more. It's only 22,000 kgs, and the cartons is like 1100 master cartons, depending on the sizes if you properly plan it. If you don't do it, then it will obviously going to be a disaster. So if I have to say what is the profit on returns invested, so if your investment is somewhere like you have invested a good amount of 20 lakhs as a capital to purchase and produce it and dispatch it and all of it. So end of the day, you're going to make around 4,20,000 odd, plus or minus, depends again what variety, which market, how good you negotiated the prices and all of that. Okay, so consider if you're selling, if you're purchasing it at 70 and you're selling it at 110 plus other logistics and other expenditures. If you can see, the merchant exporters can make around 21%. Again, merchant exporters should have a capacity to get the orders for the manufacturers. Only then you will be viable, or else this doesn't make any sense. And if you are dealing directly, the manufacturers can make around 35% margins. It's not like 35% is including the 21. So that's a difference what you need to see, what the manufacturer and the merchant traders makes. Some people are okay with it, some people are not, and then in those cases, if the manufacturer is not agreeing to give you the material, then there is no point. They will market it by themselves, they will produce it, they will ship it. But when you're doing it, if you don't have exclusive markets or the product limitations or something like that, in those cases, whatever the marketing you do, you have to do it on the company's name, because FSSAI number, the manufacturing details, everything is from the manufacturer. You don't have any control or any say in it. So be careful. So temperature, minus 18 degree temperature, when it comes to packaging, 120 microns, or what I would suggest. Finally, the cost sharing basis, if you do it, and make sure you send the samples only when they pay for it. Do not send frozen samples, because that's going to be damn expensive. And then the HSN code, and then the testings what you need to do depending on the markets that you're dealing in. So start samples, samples with the production of vegetables, vegetable parathas, because compliances are not so much for vegetable products. But when you are using meat or any kind of a beef, mutton, chicken and sort of that, if those parathas coming in, then compliances are a bit more. You need to have special licenses and then work it around. So invest on complete 120 microns, so that will really work. Do not compromise on your packaging, because however good your product is, if it doesn't reach the destination in the right condition, no use, it's dead. Okay, then target wisely. So either you focus on high volume or high margin, or mix, combination, or even the labor class kind of a production value. So verify partners. Even you need to hire a manufacturer who has the US FDA licenses. Whatever the markets you want to pitch in, please make sure your manufacturer has it. It's not for the traders. Traders won't get this certification. This is only purely for the manufacturers. Be careful on that. If the manufacturer doesn't have a capacity, they can't agree to it, then they will never get it. Okay. So this is the whole outlook of exporting parathas, frozen parathas. But what I would suggest is, if you are lacking of knowledge, if you are lacking on executions, knowing 50 different things is one part, executing 50 different things is one other thing. So it's a whole different world. So if you are planning to export the product with the help, I don't know much about it, I don't know, I need a support or something, in that case we provide you the complete handholding support for 12 months, which is going to cost you 6,50,000 plus GST. And if you don't want a handholding support, you just want to someone manage the entire export operations with the commitment, then we do it at 25 lakhs plus GST with the 10x commitment, where we take care of logistics, compliances, buyer, negotiation, whatever the languages they speak, we will take care of each and everything. And along with that, if you want to plan for the expansion in different markets, we support with more than 18 languages, international languages, to communicate all across to get the orders for you. So this is the plan. And if you have anything thoughts, if you want a free consultation, you can use comment box. If you want a paid consultation, you can call my office number. And if you are looking for partnership or collaboration, you can drop an email to info@jbexperts.com. We would love to have a word with you. And rest, this is all what I had to share. And if you have any doubts or something, please put a comment down. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any other thoughts on this, or if you want any new video on any other topic, please put it into a comment box. I'll make a special video on it and then we'll publish it. Thank you so much for watching this. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.